Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today is the 17th of October and I want to start the second half of the month reading vlog today. This is the last reading vlog I will do during my sabbatical, and that is so weird for me to say because where did those last 5.5 months go? I have no idea. Like, time is a weird concept and I'm not a fan. But, you know, if you're watching this vlog, if you're interested, let's see how my sabbatical ends. So quickly for the books I'm currently reading, I'm making my way through Never Whistle at Night. This is a story collection edited by Shane Hawk and Theodore C. Van Alst Jr. And I read one story of this every day. I'm about a third of the way through. I haven't started on the 1st of October, so it should work out that I finished the last story on the 31st, if I haven't miscalculated this. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. My main read is The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. This is a 700-page brick, and I am really enjoying it. However, I have been reading this for like 2 or 3 days now, and I'm 80 pages in. So I really have to pick up the pace with this book. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, I just have a hard time right now sitting down and reading. So yeah, we need to pick up the slack with that one. And then for my audiobook, I'm currently still listening to The Bone Witch. I have about 90 minutes left of that, so that should be the first book we will finish off from this pile. And then we'll see what my next audiobook is going to be. I actually know, but I'm not telling you yet. So today is Friday, and for this weekend, my friend Clio from the channel Bemused Bookworm is doing a little readathon. And this readathon is all about reading short books. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do because not a short book. Not short at all, but I need to like pick up my pace a little bit. So I'm right now a bit unsure if I still want to go through and read the books that I had originally planned to read for that readathon, or if I just like buckle down and read this book instead. So I'll let you know how that goes. I'm not quite sure yet, but if you are interested in a readathon like that, I think Clio is planning on doing this quarterly. So definitely go check out her channel, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. And I'm gonna go have some lunch now, and then I'm gonna go read. So today is the 20th of October. I decided to actually do the readathon I talked about. So for this weekend, I kind of set aside my normal reading plans and I read some short books. I have a whole reading vlog for that experience if you want to go and check it out. Even though I didn't read for 24 hours in the weekend, that's just not manageable for me. I still did read quite a lot. So I quickly just want to show you the books and then we continue on with our normal programmed reading vlog. So during the weekend, I finished 4 books. 2 of those were rereads. I finished reading Starve Acre by Andrew Michael Hurley. This is a book that Clio, who hosted the readathon, actually gifted to me, so I thought it would be super fitting if I read it during the weekend. It was a super quick read, kind of a folklore horror, and I gave it 4 stars. Then I reread Monstress Volume 7 and 8 in preparation to read Volume 9, which I hadn't read before. I do really love this series. This is a dark fantasy series where we follow a woman called Micah Halfwolf who has an old god living inside of her. I think I gave Volume 7 4.5 stars on reread and Volume 8 4 stars on reread, which should be the rating I gave them the first time around. And then I also read Monstress Volume 9, which was my first time reading this one. And I love that we're getting like more and more answers, but then also stuff just gets crazier and crazier. So I'm not quite sure where we're going right now. I gave this one 4 stars as well, and I can't wait for Volume 10, which should come out in December. I also made some more progress in Never Whistle at Night. I am now over the halfway point. I'm still waiting for that like banger story that I hope is somewhere in there for me. So far, I'm giving all of these stories like 4 or 3 stars. I am enjoying them. There wasn't really a story I haven't enjoyed. But, you know, if you just wait for that one 5-star story in a collection, I'm still waiting. And then last night I started reading Mort by Terry Pratchett. This was also my October TBR. This is the 4th book in publication order in the Discworld series, and we're following Death and his apprentice Mort. And yeah, I'm almost halfway through. I think I'm about 40% into this book right now. I'm really enjoying it, so my goal would be to finish this off today, which should be manageable. I think I can do it, and then I can go back to the book I have actually been meaning to read, which is still The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. So no progress was made in this one because it is a big book and the readathon was all about short books. That one is still waiting for my attention. And then I also made some progress with my audiobook, Lucy Undying. I'm currently around 25% into that book, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. I had heard some mixed things about it, especially with the Iris storyline, but I am really liking it. It does have a little bit of a haunted house vibe to it. Now, obviously, we kind of know about the house a little bit because of, you know, this being a retelling of Dracula. If you know Dracula, you kind of know the house. But I still really like the vibe. I do have some suspicions of what might be going on. And overall, yeah, I'm having a good time with that audiobook. I think it's also done really well. So this is where I'm at with my reading. Goals would be to finish more today and then definitely continue on with The Historian. I'll let you know whether that works out. So today is the 21st of October and I finished reading Mort yesterday as planned, and I'm gonna give you a very short update because yeah, these Discworld books, it's always a little bit hard for me to talk about. Mort definitely was more on the enjoyable side. Now I think Rincewind is still my favorite, but he does pop up in this book, so I was not mad about that. I feel like this one didn't have quite as much of the kind of like literary puns and jokes that the first couple of books had. I felt like it was toned back a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's just me and my bad memory, but I just felt like this one was a little bit easier to follow, but not quite as punny. Don't get me wrong, there's still a ton of like puns and dad jokes and stuff like that in here, so it had me giggling for sure in some of the moments. But I just felt like this one did spend a little bit more time on the characters and the plot, and I did enjoy that. I don't know how I feel about the ending. The ending got a little bit wacky for me personally. It wasn't kind of the ending I was hoping for and expecting, but also it makes me a little bit more intrigued about the future death novels that are in the Discworld. So we'll see about that. But yeah, overall, I think if you've read like any of the Discworld books, you kind of know what to expect, and Mort for me wasn't any different. I gave it 4 stars, I had a good time, and I'm definitely intrigued to continue on with the Discworld next year. Then something I'm not quite sure about now is whether I actually ever updated you on finishing The Bone Witch, because I don't think I said it yesterday in my update. I just talked about my new audiobook, but I did finish The Bone Witch audiobook. I really enjoyed it and I gave it 4 stars. I also felt like the ending wasn't my favorite. It just felt a little bit rushed at the end, but I had overall a great time with this first book and I can't wait to continue on in the series. For now, I'm reading another book just for the spooky season, and that is, as I said, Lucy Undying. I'm now about a third of the way through, still really enjoying it, so that one is going well for me. And then after this one, I will return to, I think the next one is The Heart Forger. So very excited for that. So the plan for today is to continue on in my 2 current reads as well as my audiobook a little bit more, because I do have to run some errands. And then tomorrow I have a little adventure planned with my friend Vanessa. We are trying to go somewhere, to a fancy place, to a fancy castle here. I am a little bit worried about it. The logistics are interesting because it is in the middle of nowhere, so getting there with public transport is going to be fun, but I really hope it will work out, and if it does, you will probably see a little bit of footage from that trip. I hope, fingers crossed. That would probably be, I don't know, my like last bigger thing. It's not really big, but like fancier thing I will do for my sabbatical. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm worried about the logistics, but I'm really excited to go on this trip. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. So today is the 24th of October and I'm here with a quick update. Now, first of all, you will have seen the footage of our little adventure that we did on Wednesday, which was really, really fun. The castle we went to was stunning. I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to take pictures inside, so I don't know if I will edit in some pictures from their website with a little note. But yeah, it's stunning if you're ever in this area. It's like really, really, really rural, and it was definitely a challenge to get there with public transport, but it was fun, and we did meet that little cat when we waited for the bus, so that was super cute as well. And we saw Susanna from Artemisia Gentileschi. For the reading, I am making a little bit of progress in the historian. I'm now finally 200 pages in. My goal for today is to get to the halfway point. I really need to pick up speed with this book because, for one, I have a video project that the deadline is deadlining, so yeah, I need to get this done. And then also needs to go back to the library at the beginning of November, so I need to get a move on with this book. I'm still enjoying it. I think it is picking up a little. I read quite a bit last night, and so we'll see. Fingers crossed, I reached the halfway point by the end of today. And I'm also still reading the short stories in Never Whistle at Night. I'm not quite 75% through the book right now, but still on track to finish this on the 31st of October, so that's great. And for my audiobook, Lucy Undying, I just passed the 60% mark, so I'm almost 2/3 of the way through. Something very cathartic, is that how you say it, happened right now, and it was beautiful. I'm really enjoying this book. I'm really intrigued to see where the rest of this one goes, but I feel like we just had this very wonderful, important moment. So I'm having a good time with that one. I really went into the book with like lowered expectations, but so far is good. It's good stuff. And then last but not least, I got this little surprise packet from my best friend again, so I thought we can do a quick unboxing of this. Oh, oh, that's so nice. Okay, so we do have another one of these wood puzzles. She already got me two, and so far I have done one. I have done this one when I listened to Erase the Sands because the picture was perfect for that. And I haven't done the like cute little autumnal house yet, so I definitely should do that very soon. And now we also got a little wintry one, which is so great. I love that. That is so nice. And these are just like very small because I don't have a lot of room to do puzzles, so these are perfect. Okay, then we have this little tea bag that says get cozy, so I'll definitely do that. You know, I love a tea above everything else. Okay, we got a little card. Okay, so she did send me a book. Oh, okay, it's like super cute packaging as well with all the cute little stickers. I love that. And on the card, she said that she knows she's ruining my stats with that. But, you know, I'm trying to separate the pre-2025 TBR from, like, books I bought this year. So this is not quite ruining the stats. So let's see what we got in here. I don't want to unwrap it. I don't want to ruin the packaging, though. It's so cute. Come on. Do not destroy the cat. Okay. Let's see whether I can get it out. So far, all the stickers have survived. Ooh, I have an idea what this is. Okay, I think it's one of those, like, healing fiction ones. What's the English title? Yeah, this is a Korean author. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say. It only says the Korean title, which I do not know, so let's look it up. Interesting, I think it's not even out in English yet. If it is this one, yeah, it is this one. Okay, so the English version seems to be coming out in January, so the German version is already out, the German translation. The English translation will be called A Midnight Pastry Shop Called Hua Woldang. I will put the name. I'm sorry. Korean, I have no idea how to pronounce things. But yeah, it looks super cute. We do have the cat, so yeah, I'm very intrigued. I do try to stay away from these healing fiction books a little bit because usually they're just not quite what I'm looking for. But so far I've only tried Japanese ones, so maybe the Korean ones will work a little bit better. We'll see. And it's so cute. It looks very, very cute. Definitely like the perfect cozy read for like the winter season. So I'm excited to try this. Okay, so that's it for this little update. Now I better get to reading. So today is the 27th of October. With that, it is the start of my last week of my sabbatical. Oh my god. This is like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I feel many things, but we still have some reading goals. So let's talk about those. Yesterday I finished reading The Historian. Overall, this was a very mixed experience for me. I gave this one 3.5 stars, and if everything goes according to plan, I have already uploaded a video where I talk all about this. So I don't want to go in depth here again. I just think this book is too long. The main character was extremely pointless and should have just been left out of the book. There were some very problematic stereotypes of Romani people portrayed in this book, which really bothered me. The writing is great, and I think if you like this kind of like dark academia adventure story, you might like this one, but I wouldn't really recommend this one. Like, it's a very niche book, and if you want that niche, you will like it, but I think a lot of other people will not. So let's just keep it at that. I'm still making my way through Never Whistle at Night. I think I have 20% of the book left, so reading one story a day. Still did not find a 5-star story, unfortunately, but still also did not find a story I disliked, so that's good. So for my remaining reading goals for this week, they are ambitious and they're all for other vlogs, because with The Historian, I have technically just finished my 99th book of the year. So that means now I would technically read my 100th book of the year, which is going to be We Used to Live Here. And traditionally, I vlog that whole thing, like it will have its own vlog that I will do. However, I also have very little left of my audiobook, Lucy Undying, which I will probably finish today or tomorrow. So will this actually be the 100th book I finish? I can't promise that, but we'll pretend for the video, okay? So it's all nice and fun, but you may know. It's a little bit of a trick. Movie magic. We'll see. So that is the next book I want to read. And as I said, I will have a vlog for that. And then I will let you know when I finish this one, hopefully in my schedule. Then I will let you know what my next reading plans will be and why those will also be booked for a different vlog. I'm gonna come back to you when I finish the next book, I think. and this book will go back to the library today. So today is the 29th of October. I have no idea how time is passing so fast, like you guys. But let's not get into it. I do have reading updates. As promised, I am coming to you because I have finished some books. So first of all, yesterday I finished my 100th book of the year. Very exciting, about 2 months earlier than usual. And that book was We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kliewer? I still don't know how to say the name. However, it started out very strong and then it did a nosedive for me. So in the end, I decided to give this one 3.5 stars. I really thought I would love this one. Like the beginning was very, very promising, but it just did not go anywhere where I wanted to go, unfortunately. So that one was a bit of a disappointment, and I will have a reading vlog where I discuss everything in detail. That will be out in a couple of days. So if you're interested to hear all of my thoughts on the book, then definitely check that one out. Then I also finished my audiobook Lucy Undying, and that one luckily was more of a positive surprise because I ended up really enjoying it. I didn't completely love the ending of the book, but overall it was a fun experience. I think the book is a little bit too long, but I went in with like lowered expectations because I hadn't heard like the best things about it, and I ended up really enjoying the book. So I think this will not be my only Kiersten White book. I think I will definitely check out more of her horror novels soon. So that one I gave 4 stars, and if you're watching this vlog, I will already have uploaded my vampire reading vlog where I talk about the Dracula's Brides books, so you can go and check that one out if you want to hear all of my thoughts on that. In the same vein, we're going to continue with books that I'm reading for projects, so again, probably won't talk a ton about it here, and those are both series reading vlog projects. So for one, I want to continue on with the Hell's Library series. This is still a reread. I have read this book before when it came out. So this is The Archive of the Forgotten by H.A. Hackwith, the second book in the Hell's Library series. I hope I can reread this one very quickly and then finally, after so many years, read the third book. And then for my new audiobook, I have started reading The Heart Forger by Chupeco. This is the second book in the Bone Witch series, so I am very excited to continue with that. I have read the first book a couple of weeks ago and it was like really fun. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see where this series goes. I really love the way it is narrated, like both in the like bookish like narration style kind of way, and then also with the audiobook narration. I just really feel very comforted by the way this reads, and it has this like very amazing Asian fantasy feeling to it that I just love. Like, even though it has like very high stakes and like terrible things happen, and as you can guess from like The Bone Witch as a title, there is like necromancy and there is like death and destruction and monsters, it still feels so comforting just in the way the story is told. So I'm very excited to continue listening to that one. I'm already about, I don't know, like 12-13% into it. So it also reads very fast. And my first order of the day today is going to be cleaning my windows. So I think I will get another like good chunk of this audiobook done while I do that. And then later on in the week, I do want to have some other like cleaning things to do to finish off the sabbatical, and so that also means audiobook time. So I don't think I will finish this one before the month is over, but I hope to get a good chunk read before the month is over. But this one I definitely want to finish before the month is over. So let's get reading. Happy Halloween, everyone! Today, when I'm filming this, not when you're watching this, is the 31st of October, the last day of the month, the last day of my sabbatical officially. And, we're just gonna deal with it. So I have finished some books, I'm here to talk about it. I finished reading Never Whistle at Night today, I finished the last story today, and the last story was something. Definitely something. Almost unbearable, you could say, but I still gave it 5 stars because it was kind of giving me what I wanted from this whole collection. So overall, this one turned out to be around a 3.75 star read, if I do like the math throughout all of the stories. So you could say 4 stars. I really liked it. There was really only one story I didn't really enjoy, and as I said, like one story that like really stood out, but also like, woof, some body horror, like guys, that was a lot, but I really enjoyed it and I'm glad I read this collection. And then I just finished reading The Archive of the Forgotten. This was a reread and I very much enjoyed it. This series is just very good, and I know when the first book came out, a lot of people, or at least like some people, were reading it, but then I haven't really heard a lot of buzz about the sequels, which I don't really understand because I love the second book a lot. It does things differently, the character dynamics are different from the first book, but I still feel like exploring this world is so fun and I can't wait to see where things go with the characters and their relationships. So I'm all in. I think I gave this one 4.5 stars when I first read it. Right now it feels maybe more like a 4.25. I think I prefer the first book a little bit because the first half of this one is a little bit frustrating with one of the characters, but overall really enjoyed my reread of this. And that means that now I can go straight into the finale and read The God of Lost Words. And this book came out in 2021, I believe. And since then, I have been meaning to read it, and I still haven't. It's 2025 now, so it is about time I will start this reread. And I probably won't finish it this month, to be fair, because we only have a couple of hours left. But yeah. I'm so happy to finally read this. You can't even imagine. For my audiobook, I'm still listening to The Heart Forger. I'm now almost halfway through with that one and I'm really enjoying that one as well. Things are developing in very interesting directions. Something very shocking happened in this first half of the book. And it's like really intriguing to see how the characters now react and what they're choosing to do and kind of the mission they're on. So really enjoying that one still as well. And I think that's where I will leave this little wrap up of the books I finished. And I will talk to you again tomorrow and let you know kind of like the final stats of where my reading ended for October today. But I still have like a couple of hours left for my reading. So fingers crossed, we can make some progress. So it is the 1st of November, and with that we have come to the end of this vlog. And I just want to quickly let you know how much more reading I did get done last night. I rewatched the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is something I love to do for Halloween, so I did a little bit more reading. I am now 50 pages into The God of Lost Words. I am really enjoying the start of this. We're definitely going on another like dangerous adventure with these characters, so I can't wait to read more of this, and I'll probably finish it in the next couple of days. Very excited. And then with my audiobook, The Heart Forger, the second book in the Bone Witch series, I am now about 55% into that book. And with that one, we're definitely already in the middle of a dangerous adventure with these characters. And I'm very intrigued to see where that goes. I am thoroughly enjoying this series, so I can't wait to talk more about it soon. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a like if you did, that always helps me out. I'm not quite sure how my vlogs will go for the rest of the year, but I will talk more about my reasons for that in the November vlog. But like, things will change a little bit. I hope it will still be entertaining, but yeah, if you want to stick around, don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!